Here we are, the TenchFishers, Tench Championships, linear fisheries.
It's kind of
Welcome to another Fishing Tale Films, and it's a little bit different today because I'm here at Linear Fisheries to fish the National Tench Championships 2024, run by the brilliant the TenchFishers, which I'm a member of, and also Linear themselves. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's Friday, we're here till Sunday, and fingers crossed get a decent draw. So I'll explain the draw a bit later. It's looking lovely, isn't it? I think the wind's going to change. It normally does. And of course, on big waters like this, the fish always follow the wind. We'll soon find out. This is the view from Peg 19, Swim 19. And Oxlease is, I believe, 26 acres, so you can see it's a fair old size, fair old chunk of water, and some chunky fish in there as well, all species. Well, this is the view of the lake from Peg 39 right down the other side to where I had a good walk about. To be honest, nothing really stands out, but the wind forecast is quite light in the sense that there's not going to be any strong winds. I think 10 mile an hour maybe on Sunday, but it's going to turn and start blowing in a slight northeasterly direction, which is that way there. You just see a little bit of breeze hitting the lake over there. So last year it was a really strong northeasterly, and the winning pegs come out on 8, and most of the tench were caught on that bank, and I was opposite. So there you go, the draw's going to be in a few minutes time, so I'm going to make my way back to the marquee, which is where the headquarters is, and let's see what happens. Looking forward to it. Nice.
You draw. Match fish for years and you just dip in a bag for a bit of paper.
See this? Yeah. Right. I'm doing mine next, Pat. Cheers. Morning, nice. I'll shoot some water. Yeah, you want, but you're not going to like it. Right,
This is all the goodie bags, and inside there is an envelope with a number on it. And if you get a low number, you get to choose one of the earlier swims.
So you got a swim in there, so it's called out and they put the pin on.
Some of the prizes, which is fantastic.
oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
So everyone that's fishing gets one of these.
I've kind of looked over there and looked at one that's spiky.
Where's everyone going to leave me alone? So everyone comes up to get one of these, so it's got the coins in there, it's got maggots.
Welcome everybody to the 2024 Tench National Championships. For those I think I've spoken to pretty much all of you, I'm Ben Kennedy, Secretary, probably converse by email.
Oh, hello.
Good start.
Don't want that one.
There we go. I do. I'm the one who's taking rebookings and everything, so thank you ever so much for partaking and taking part today. And my colleague Pat Dower, who will introduce himself shortly, I'm sure. He'll say a few words, then I will run through the prizes and I will run through the draw process. And before that, I'd like to first and foremost thank all of the stewards who've given their time to make this event happen. Without them, it would not. Your stewards allocated to each section, they will make themselves known to you.
So if there's any problems, anything we can help you with, any doubts, just fire away. You'll meet the stewards in your section, and Ben, I'd just like to repeat the thanks to all of them and the time that they're giving up for 3 days to help this event. Well done, guys. And Ben will be not stewarding a section, neither will I, and neither will Nigel Bray, senior member Nigel. Nigel's at the back there. So we are drifting around. So if there's a problem, we're there to assist as well if for some reason your steward can't help you for any reason. So fire away. While you're here, I hope if you're not familiar with the TenchFishers, I hope you'll start to get a sense of what we're about. And we're just a group of very, very passionate anglers of all types of angling, really, not just tench. All sorts of expertise. There's some absolutely staggering anglers within the group, and there's anglers who are quite new to tench fishing but have that passion, and that's what bonds us all together, really. Having been chair for less than a year, I can't take any credit for much of what TenchFishers is. It's down to the members and the history, and it's been built up over 70 years. It's our 70th anniversary this year.
Well, we've had the draw out of the goodie bag. I had number 22, so I had to wait quite a bit. But I've pulled out, or I've opted for the peg that actually won it last year, which was peg 8, because I know the wind will eventually, not that it's going to be much of a wind, there's going to be a slight breeze that's going to blow onto that bank, especially on the Saturday and the following day on the Sunday, so fingers crossed. Well, I'm in my swim, which is peg 8, and both my rods are out. It's about just coming up to 1:30. The klaxon sounded for the all off at midday. Wasn't quite ready. So much to set up with the bivvy and mixing the bait and just getting everything ready. And there's plenty of time, 48 hours. So both my rods are out. Gone out on the maggot attack to start off with. Actually had one bite. It stripped all the maggots off. It wasn't like a screaming bite as such. So hopefully I'll have a few more bites to talk about. I'm going to go on the worm. I'm going to fish lots of natural baits today, like maggot, caster, and worms. I've fed some ground bait to initially kickstart just a small spawn. We didn't want to overdo it to start off with. Put about 4 or 5 spoonfuls of green lip mussel ground bait with some hemp in the mix and some casters, a few grains of corn, just to see how that goes. There is a bit of activity out there which is quite encouraging. The lake is very calm at the moment, but the forecast for sort of around about midnight onwards is that the wind's going to turn around in a northeasterly direction, northeasterly, but not a strong wind, probably 10 miles at the most, so but it will create a bit of a breeze, which is one of the reasons why I was hoping to get on this bank. We'll see. You know, it's early days. In fact, it's only just started, so there's a long way to go yet. And I'm hoping that I can trouble the stewards, who's Eddie. Just met Eddie, and first time I've seen him for a long while. We used to fish quite a lot together years ago, so it's good to catch up with him, have a good chat. He's stewarding this section, so hopefully I'm going to keep him busy. You never know. Well, it's 4:45, still waiting for my first fish, like many of the other competitors. There's been a couple of carp caught, and also on the opposite bank there's been a couple of tench, around about the £5 mark I do believe, so that's promising. Still a long way to go though, we've not even touched the surface yet, and it's, like I say, it's nearly 5 o'clock, so we're 5 hours in, and hoping that some of the tench are moving a bit later as that sun drops, temperature cools a bit, or if not it might be a case of early morning, so it's definitely a case of keeping that feed going out, spawning out the green lip mussel ground bait with hemp, and using natural baits such as worms and maggots. So fingers crossed something will happen pretty soon. Well, a bit of an update, it's just gone 7 o'clock on the Friday evening, on the first day of the Tench Championships, and just the one tench has been caught on that far bank about 3 hours ago. It's the only tench that's been caught. I think there's been a couple of carp, one about £29 on peg 3, I think it was peg 3 or 4 I think. So it's quiet, but the lake is flat calm, it's quite bright, which is not ideal conditions, the carp are cruising about sunbathing still, so hopefully when that sun goes down, which shouldn't be too long ago to go now, then hopefully things might start to happen. But failing that northeasterly, it's going to blow, or that breeze I should say, it's going to arrive in the early hours of the morning through to Saturday. Hopefully it'll continue all day long. I think it's scheduled to be northeasterly on the Sunday, and for us on this bank could kick the action off. I do hope so. Keep feeding while there's no signs of fish out there. Kept spawning out some feed fairly regular, say every hour, so that when the fish do turn up, they've got a carpet of feed down there that's going to make them hopefully stick around a bit. So that's the update so far, and you never know, next time you see me I might even be holding a tench. Fingers crossed. It's just about coming up to 3 o'clock in the morning, and from about 2:15 to about 5 minutes ago, just put a bit of spomming out there, a bit more ground bait, a bit more green lip mussel with some dead reds in there, some casters, a little bit of hemp to try and sort of kick-start the swim up before first light, because I think if it's going to happen it'll be at first light in the morning, so fingers crossed something is going to happen. But I think not much happening at night, the odd carp crashing about. There's been the odd lights coming on over on that far bank, whether that's because they've caught tench or carp, or just realigning their rigs and stuff like that. I don't know, their rods, but not much to report so far. Had a 2 or 3 hours kip, so I feel a bit more fresher now, so I thought, well, I'll get up and do a bit more spomming, try and make the swim, prime the swim for when it gets light. Well, it's 6:43 on the Saturday morning, which is kind of like day 2 of the Tench Championships, although we're not actually 24 hours into it. We'll be from midday today. But signs of some tench coming out on the side I was on last year. But someone's had 2 and another person's had 1, so 3 tench have been caught. I'm waiting for that northeasterly to start, or the northeasterly breeze to start. Hopefully that might help this bank, but no tench on my side of the bank and the 2 ends. That just seems to be them swims over there. But it's a start, gives everyone a bit of encouragement, and let's see what today brings.
Just arrived in time, nice tench on here.
Waiting for off, it might be a car.
You alright if I just shoot a quick bit of video?
That's fine.
Thank you, mate.
A nice scrap, that's for sure. Well, I've just had my first proper bite in anger. It wasn't the tench that I was looking for. It was a beautiful common carp, 24 pounds, 15 ounces. And Chairman Pat come along and done a bit of the filming, and hopefully you send it over so I can include it in this Fishing Towel Films episodes. But it's a good start. That wind has turned around now and is blowing towards us, which is what I was waiting for. It's now arrived. It should blow now till tomorrow in that same direction, and hopefully those tench will follow. But time will tell. Well, it's the final morning of the Tench Championships. It's less than 6 hours to go, and I was still biteless as far as the tench is concerned. Obviously I had that stunning carp yesterday, just under 25 pounds, which was very welcome, but it looks like no tench. In fact, in my section of 8 there's not been one tench caught. There's been carp but no tench, sadly, so not yet. There's still plenty of time to go. It's not looking great, is it? I mean, you start thinking to yourself, well, 40 hours now, been here, no tench. I did have a drop back bite, but by the time I got to my rod, because it was about just after 5, I was in my sleeping bag. Nothing there at all, but so that's the nearest I've had to maybe a bite this morning. It seems to be fairly quiet all around the lake. It's that breeze still putting a nice bit of chop on the water, so if I'm going to catch, I think it's going to be the next 2 hours. Failing that, then I think it's going to be a disappointing time tench wise. Really enjoyed the event though, it's been fantastic, well organised as usual by Ben Kennedy and the TenchFishers and all the team. Many thanks to all of them for giving up their time to give us anglers a fantastic event to fish here at Linear. And this lake doesn't like giving up its tench, or not for me anyway, because last year I struggled, didn't have a bite at all, like many of us did last year. And tench wise it's looking possibly like the same result, but you never know, there's still time. We shall see. If you've liked the video, please give it a like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel, because it helps with all the YouTube algorithms and all that, gets the channel out there, the Fishing Tail Films channel. And I shall look forward to seeing you next time on the lakeside, and then of course won't be that far away before the rivers kick off, and I'm going to make sure I fill my boots on the rivers this year, because last year it was disappointing, wasn't it? They had so much rain, so I'm going to get out early on the rivers, because I do love my river fishing. And let's see that hopefully the new season will bring some quality fishing, nice chub, nice roach and perch. So plenty to look forward to this coming year. Well, a bit of an update. There's under 3 hours to go now, and just been down to the van to get something to eat, getting a bit peckish, and peg 10 win on peg 10's got 4 tench, so he must be well clear at the moment. I know Matthew Perrin is on 2 tench and he lost one and all, which I know he's bugging him a bit, but you have to carry on. But he's got 2 tench. Pretty sure someone else has got 2, but there's a few tench have been caught, which is good. Nice section of 8. Eddie, our steward, not at the way of tension at all, apart from just a few carp. So it's at the wrong end of the lake, although I'm only 2 swims away from, which could be the one that's going to win it, because he's on peg 10, I'm on peg 8. So near, but not near enough at the moment, although anything can happen. Might get a shoulder tench turn up, bang bang bang, and you're in the mix. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of company, and I've been there most of the 48 hours. Having a bit of a rest now, so I've not been on my own.
So Wyn Jones on peg 10 with a 9-12 female, cracking fish.
Straighten your tail out, Kel. That's it.
That's lovely, well done. That's currently joint first, well done.
Well, my love, go back to your home and become an 11.
Well, the event's over. Sadly, it didn't happen for me. But I'm going to make my way to the results, the marquee, to find out who's won the 2024 National Tench Champions. We shall see. But there's been a few tench come out. I must admit there was a few late ones. And I think Ross Bracken had 3 very late to challenge win. I know he's had 4 tench because it's done on most fish, most tench. Let's go and find out.
7th is Mark Davis, 15-11.
So I went over this morning.
And he's next to over on the far boat. Okay. Where is he? Right down here, it's not so done though. 8th is there, which is Tony Montague.
9-9. Hang on a minute, no, that can't be because that's only 1 fish, isn't it? I'll be on to 1 fish now.
I'll be on to 1 fish now.
Right, fair enough.
Perfect.
Is there a point time on there?
In 3rd, we have Jason Stokes, 3 fish for £25, 4 ounces. Jason as well, back to that, tackle box, elite Dower Valley rods, which are very nice.
Very nice.
Also, Pat, 3rd place, we're into the trophies now.
Alright, yeah, champions. So there we go, yeah.
And with a very late fish pulling up the rankings is Matt Perring with 4 fish for £28, 9 ounces. That is a £250 tackle box voucher and a trophy. Well done, Matt. Thank you. And then in 1st place with 4 fish for £31, 8 ounces. And winner of a pair of Harrison custom built rods by Bespoke Rods by Oz is Wyn Jones. There was a draw for biggest fish. Same thing's happened again. So both Wyn and Mark Davis have a £9.12, and as Wyn was the overall winner, the Specimen Tench for the 2024 Oxlease Tench National Championship, got that right, goes to Mark Davis.
Well done, Mark.
And you get a trophy.